Good morning, Colorado Patriot Mom here. I hope everybody's having a blessed morning. So I just want to show you something I came across this morning. So yeah, Greg Abbott main donor is a Muslim, which would explain why we have a Muslim community. And you're asking me, well, you live in Colorado. Why does this affect you? Well, it affects everybody in the United States, first of all. And secondly, when they go right about face and try to kick those people out of here, Colorado and Texas are touching. Where do you think they're coming from? And where do you think some of those children are being trafficked from? Anyway, yeah, I think it's also important to note as a former USDA auditor that the main hub for the USDA is also in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And as far as the USDA and the Department of Education in that area, they think it's great to use a main human resources that is outsourced and cheaper in Puerto Rico. How do I know that? Because my direct supervisor, before I moved to the auditing CACFP portion, I was in the human resources office. And my boss, not from here. Do you really think that some of the most valuable Social Security numbers, like children's, should be sent off site because it's cheaper? Not to mention that they're, attempting to take over the country. It seems like they shouldn't be handling documents. Oh, well, that's Puerto Rico. I don't care. It needs to stay in the States, man. That's why I left the HR office. Well, that and, Jared Polis sent down an order in 2020 about March that we didn't need to verify identity or financials for this program called Head Start, right? Yeah, pretty well known. We didn't need to verify identity or financials. And people also need to be aware that the background check system in those schools, which they opted in this state to keep open for at least 3 to 4 months. And then if you don't have a qualified HR, those background checks may have never got completed. Now you know why people are pulling their kids out of the school. So I would just like to remind you what the We the People is about. We don't want fucking politicians because both sides got dirty hands. It's not a political move. It's about ethics.